Voltage 108 here, but that's debatable with...
Goat for the win. And today we're going to be talking about Black Ops and what breaks and makes games. Well, a good first-person shooter.
You want to...
Yeah, I'll start. The new Black Ops multiplayer video was released. And what do you think of it, Voltage?
I think it's a repackaged Modern Warfare 2.
I don't like the little RC car that has the exploding capability. Would be fun to use, but it's sort of like a Predator missile, and it brings the randomness back into it where it like stops a good player.
Yeah, it's just like the Predator missile, just you get it 2 kills earlier. And if you're good enough with it, it can get you your Predator missile to just fuel the randomness. And they also care package in it, which I hate that they brought back the random care package.
Yeah, it brings, like, when there's players who aren't good. Like, I'm not the best Modern Warfare 2 player, I know that. I'm not the best Call of Duty 4 player, I know that. But I hate the whole kill streak, or not kill streak. I hate the whole care package thing, because 4 kill streak AC-130.
Oh yeah, that's just the best, especially in search.
Yeah.
And you see the guy at the top of the scoreboard the first round, he's got 4 kills, and you're like, oh, nothing big. Calls in a care package, you get a little worried. AC-130, you're just like...
Yeah, it's not really that smart of them to bring it back. And that camera, the little watch camera it showed, it replaced his mini-map, but you could see what was going on. That only inspires camping. Because you set that up on one doorway and you guard the other.
Yeah, like and then you see on your minimap, oh, someone's coming out of the other doorway. He's spinning around really quickly. And no, you got him then. And another thing I'd like to mention is a couple things. That portfolio-like weapon they have, it looks like it's secondary. They have a lot of the guns look like no idle sway, and only a tad bit more recoil than Modern Warfare 2 guns. And they also brought back their free gun. Now, I'm not sure if it's just he was, like, already...
Bursting it?
Yeah, he was already shooting some, or what, but it looked like it only had a 15 bullet clip. That could just be because he was shooting and forgot to reload, I'm not sure. Hopefully, they at least attempted to balance it by lowering the ammo size. But I think we should probably switch topics soon, because I could rant about...
Rant forever. Before we switch topics, there's one thing I want to talk about, which was halfway through the video, he didn't in the kill feed the guy didn't die, but it looked like he literally just did a giant penguin slide. If anyone's played the World at War, and they did the prone sprint thing, and it just looked like you were sprinting around on your stomach. It was basically that.
That was the best. That was awesome.
And they brought it back, but it looks like it was a perk.
No. Well, that's cool if it replaces, like, Juggernaut or something.
Yeah, just slide around. That's what I do in my Black Ops.
The thing I'd like to mention about Black Ops, they're putting in stopping power at base damage. So there's no more stopping power, which I'm okay with. But instead, they up every gun's damage, so it's like you had stopping power, and they brought back Juggernaut. Now, why would you do that? Now you can have both perks. And everyone's gonna use Juggernaut so that they don't get the one hit by a sniper who's quick scoping, and it makes his job a lot harder. And I'm personally a fan of quick scoping, and I don't mind if there's Juggernaut. I just don't want to see it where Juggernaut's gonna be the only useful second tier perk, so like it completely
dominates it.
Yeah, because who's gonna use anything else? If you could have stopping power and Juggernaut in like World at War or Call of Duty 4, would you not put them both on?
Yeah. In Call of Duty 4, every single weapon in all of my classes have stopping power on them. It's just dominant. It is by far the best perk in there, so they
Right.
need to remove it. They need to put the patch in. I thought for the Modern Warfare 2 they were doing that, and I was pretty happy, but they decided, no, just take out the Juggernaut, keep stopping power in, so everything's two-shot.
Not
Except
to make,
snipers.
don't patch anything. They'd rather just make maps that, money hoard you until, they slowly suck
I
away.
wouldn't even mind the maps as much as if they were, like, good priced. Like,
Yeah.
average price.
For 3 new maps and 2 old ones. And, I mean, it doesn't matter how many maps you give them. They're still going to be playing with the same bad game mechanics, bad guns, randomness of Call of Duty. Doesn't matter what map, and especially bringing back maps like Invasion. I mean, come on, Terminal often comes down to noob tubing across the, corridor. Vacant is like nothing but corridors to noob tube across.
It was just bad.
Alright, I think
And that's why all of Infinity Ward quit, but we're on the topic of what makes and breaks games. And recoil definitely makes a game.
Good.
And any game that requires a player to learn how to use a gun actually teaches you how to not use a gun in real life, but like teaches you to actually not just run around spamming bullets, hip firing.
Yeah, like idle sway and all that. If every gun has a different type of recoil, and different idle sway, different fire rate, different damage, it gets you to learn that gun so that sticking with a gun, you get better and better with it. Whereas if you switch guns multiple times, it'll take you longer to get used to all of them. And with like the M416, which I use, I've used it so much that I know the feel of it. Like I could pick up an M416 with any sight, any attack, perk or anything, and I can kill with it no matter what because I know what to do with it. Because that's like all I used for probably the first, 15 ranks of the Battlefield.
What I think they need to remove is some of the randomness, because it is so annoying. You're on like 7-kill streak and you're random naded across the map.
Are you talking about Call of Duty again?
Yeah, I am, but it's a Call of Duty game, and in any game, randomness is annoying.
Yeah, and no matter what, as if you're playing games, you can't get away from randomness. If it comes from like servers or hosts or whatever, there's always going to be randomness. But Call of Duty is infinite. Remember that game at Battlefield where we spawn camped because we got into a squad run and
yeah, they just literally they were attacking, they just didn't even go for the objective. They just surrounded the one designated spawn area.
That was the first time that I've ever been spawned in Battlefield that I couldn't avoid. I'm not talking about you spawn on a squad mate that you know is in danger. I don't care about it spawn camping because you know the risk and you're choosing to spawn. We could not spawn anywhere, and that was the first time that I've ever been spawn camped on it. But Call of Duty, I have been a part of spawn camp sometimes, but you know how we were in domination back in the day. We always spawn camp. We would not let people go. We suck people suck hard. And that's just random because we'd have the good connection. We'd have a good position on them, and we'd just random frag them, do everything to make sure they couldn't leave, and there was nothing they could do. It was frustrating for them.
Yeah, that's how you play domination though. You need good balanced game types, and you need make sure everything fits and nothing's far superior than the other. Everything needs to be good in its own section. You can't snipe with an SMG.
There's no way that we can
and you can't rush with a sniper.
There's no way we can talk about everything that makes or breaks the game in this short amount of time. Video's over.
Yeah, and our video's over in 4 seconds. So, good day all.